In the intricate dance of relationships, there are people who seem determined to bring you down, even when you're trying your best to shine. They are like clinging shadows, weaving their way into every corner of your life, sowing seeds of negativity and stealing your light. And perhaps, without even realizing it, you are becoming the prey in the psychological game of a narcissist. These demons in human guise, with egos as large and fragile as soap bubbles, always feel threatened by those who possess independence, confidence, and self-determination. They cannot bear to see you shine in your own way, as it makes them feel small and insignificant. They will employ every trick to drag you down, from harsh criticisms to sophisticated, manipulative tactics. But do not lose heart. Believe that you are stronger than you think. Beneath the scars inflicted by the narcissist lies an extraordinary person with resilient inner strength and an intense desire for freedom. Join us as we explore 7 reasons why a narcissist cannot defeat you, and learn how to use their own weaknesses to rise, shine, and triumph in this psychological battle. The first reason: narcissists lack emotional regulation skills. Narcissists often paint themselves as invincible beings, but behind their facade of arrogance lies a critical vulnerability: their inability to manage emotions. A single careless remark that strikes a nerve or a situation that deviates from their desires can provoke them into a state of heightened agitation, erupting like a volcano on the brink of explosion. Beneath their authoritative exterior, they carry constant restlessness, irritability, and discomfort, which they impose on others to soothe their internal instability. However, this inability to regulate emotions is a glaring testament to the fragility they so desperately try to conceal. They see themselves as kings or queens, reigning over an imagined kingdom where everything must abide by the rules they dictate. In reality, this kingdom is nothing more than a fragile sandcastle, vulnerable to the harsh tides of reality. When things don't go their way, they often react with emotional outbursts, tantrums, sulking, or even manipulative behaviors aimed at regaining a sense of control. These actions, while intimidating, are actually clear signs of their helplessness and inability to cope. Interestingly, this emotional instability is their Achilles heel. They lack the patience or self-regulation to navigate challenges effectively. Their internal emotional storms swing wildly, from euphoric highs to blinding rage, making them victims of their own uncontrolled emotions. While they try to mask their insecurities with arrogance, their inner vulnerability betrays their weakness. In contrast, you, with your ability to manage emotions and face challenges calmly, are the truly strong one. Your strength lies not in overpowering or manipulating others, but in remaining steady and refusing to be drawn into the emotional drama they orchestrate. You understand that your stability is your greatest weapon, enabling you to protect yourself and overcome any challenges they attempt to create. Remember, true strength is not about appearing invincible, but about mastering emotional regulation, facing difficulties with composure, and maintaining confidence in every situation. Narcissists may shout loudly and flaunt their bravado, but never let them convince you they are stronger. In reality, it is you, the person who controls your emotions and refuses to be swept into their emotional chaos, who emerges as the ultimate victor. The second reason: they lack empathy and connection with others. Narcissists, though wrapped in a cloak of pride and confidence, are at their core lonely islands, forever adrift in a vast ocean of disconnection and a lack of empathy. They are like rudderless ships, without an inner compass to navigate life. They cannot understand the emotions of others or share their own inner conflicts. And this is precisely why they cannot defeat you. They often grow up in environments devoid of emotional guidance, where lessons about resolving conflicts, coping with pressure, and finding inner peace were never taught. They wrestle alone with emotional tempests, relying on immature defense mechanisms to shield their fragile ego. They cannot form genuine connections with others, resorting instead to manipulative tactics to achieve their goal. They are akin to parrots, mimicking behaviors they observed in their parents Perpetuating patterns of control and manipulation, they impose unrealistic expectations on their children, shaping them into replicas of themselves. They suffocate the emotions of their offspring, robbing them of the ability to understand themselves or empathize with others. Narcissists are puppets in the game of conditional love, constantly striving to prove their worth to earn affection. Obsessed with achievements, accolades, and external validation, they measure people by invisible yardsticks, unable to comprehend unconditional love. You, on the other hand, are like a mighty oak, deeply rooted in the nurturing soil of authentic values. You possess the ability to connect and empathize with others, to share and understand. You are not swept away by the whirlwinds of ego, but remain steadfast in your commitment to genuine relationships. You are the true victor because you hold an invisible strength that narcissism will never possess: love, empathy, and human connection. Your empathy enables you to see beyond surface appearances. Your ability to connect allows you to build enduring relationships, and your genuine love for others strengthens your resilience. While narcissists isolate themselves in their self-centered worlds, you thrive as a beacon of authenticity and care. It is this profound humanity that makes you invincible against their manipulations and ultimately ensures your triumph. The third reason: they cannot cope with real-life challenges. Narcissists often carry a hidden emotional wound, a stunted emotional growth rooted in flawed upbringing. They grew up in a greenhouse of illusions, where every need was met and every word of praise was directed at them. They were never taught to face failure, never experienced disappointment in a safe environment. When they step into the real world, they are like lost children, bewildered and terrified by life's inevitable hardships. They construct an illusion that they are the center of the universe, expecting everything to revolve around them. However, the truth is they lack empathy and cannot share or understand others' experiences. They live behind a fragile ego that is easily wounded. Even a minor disagreement or seemingly harmless challenge can lead to their collapse, prompting them to go to great lengths to protect their fortress of pride. Like porcupines bristling in fear, their strong reactions are not a sign of strength, but of deep insecurity about anything that might pierce their fragile shell. In contrast, you possess a strength they lack: emotional maturity. You have learned to accept failure and to rise again after setbacks. You understand that life is a journey filled with ups and downs, and that these challenges are what make you stronger. You do not live in illusions. You accept yourself with both strengths and weaknesses, and face life with realism and resilience. Moreover, you have empathy, the ability to share and connect with others. Your strength does not come from denying emotions or avoiding challenges, but from embracing them, whether they bring joy or pain. This is something narcissists lack, and it is why they cannot defeat you. While they may try to wield weapons like narcissistic self-absorption, manipulative tactics, and an arrogant facade, you have an impenetrable shield, resilience, emotional maturity, and a deep understanding of your true worth. These qualities make you invincible against narcissists, no matter how hard they try to overpower you. Your ability to confront reality head-on, grow from adversity, and maintain authentic connections with others sets you apart. It ensures that while they are stuck in their cycle of illusions and defensiveness, you thrive as a grounded, empowered individual. This is why their attempts to bring you down will always fall short. The fourth reason: they are insecure and fear being exposed. Narcissists, despite their efforts to appear like proud peacocks, radiating arrogance and confidence, carry a profound Achilles heel, deep-seated insecurity and self-doubt. They crave admiration, praise, and the dazzling spotlight surrounding them. But this desire is not a sign of inner strength. Rather, it reveals a raw truth. They are terrified and deeply anxious about their true value. They fear failure, comparisons, and most of all, even the smallest scratch on the perfect mask they have painstakingly constructed. To conceal this inner weakness, they build a fortress of arrogance, trapping themselves in the illusion that they are the center of the universe. However, this fortress does not make them stronger. It isolates them further and amplifies their dependence on others' attention. Every compliment, every gaze of admiration they seek is not to satisfy their ego, but to fill the emotional void within. They cannot see others, including you, as independent and equal individuals. To them, you are merely an accessory, a shadow, existing only to amplify their radiance. Narcissists will not hesitate to manipulate, belittle, or even trample over you to feed their overinflated ego. They demand absolute submission, expecting you to worship them as extraordinary beings, yet they cannot treat you fairly or respect your individuality. In their world, only their self-imposed rules exist, while the emotions and needs of others are entirely irrelevant. Ironically, these fears and insecurities make them more fragile and vulnerable than anyone else. They live in a gigantic bubble of pride, but even the smallest dose of truth can deflate it. This is why they cannot defeat you. You don't need to fight or compete for a throne in their imaginary world. All you need to do is stay grounded in your own values, confident and composed in the face of their schemes or tricks. Your steadfastness, your quiet confidence that doesn't require external validation, your calmness in the face of praise or criticism is something they cannot handle. When you remain unmoved by their manipulations or dismissiveness, you inadvertently pierce the facade of arrogance they cling to so desperately. Each time you demonstrate independence and strength, you act like a needle piercing their narcissistic bubble, forcing them to confront the reality that they are neither perfect nor as powerful as they imagine. Narcissists cannot defeat you because they live in a world of illusions. While you stand firmly on the foundation of reality, you understand that your worth is not determined by others' judgment. Your confidence is not flashy, but stems from knowing who you are and valuing yourself. This inner strength is something narcissists can never possess. It is what makes you truly resilient, untouchable, and victorious in the face of their manipulative attempts. The fifth reason, they are stubborn. Narcissists are like tightly sealed boxes, filled with prejudices and rigid beliefs they regard as absolute truths. They firmly believe they are always right, that their knowledge is infallible and beyond question. In the small world they have constructed, only their voice matters, while the opinions of others are dismissed as meaningless noise, unworthy of attention. Any criticism, disagreement, or sincere feedback, no matter how well-intentioned, is met with outright rejection or defensive hostility. In their eyes, you are little more than a non-existent, a trivial accessory, unworthy of their concern. Your thoughts, ideas, or feelings are summarily dismissed without a second thought. They cling to their beliefs like a caterpillar clinging to a leaf, viewing their stubbornness as strength, when in reality it reveals their weakness and insecurity. They fear admitting mistakes or reassessing themselves, as this would damage the inflated ego they go to great lengths to protect. If you expect them to listen or understand, you will only be met with disappointment. Any attempt to share or provide constructive feedback will be coldly and harshly rejected. In every situation, they insist on being the decision maker, the final authority, because it gives them the illusion of maintaining control. However, their lack of openness, inability to listen, and disregard for others' perspectives ensure they can never become true leaders. Narcissists build walls of isolation, believing they are safeguarding their lofty egos, but in truth, they are trapping themselves in stubbornness and selfishness. They fear change, as change forces them to confront truths they are desperate to avoid. This aversion to change and self-reflection makes them incapable of forming genuine connections or earning respect from others. In contrast, you understand the value of openness, the strength in admitting mistakes, and the importance of adapting to life's changes. You know how to listen, empathize, and build meaningful relationships. This adaptability and emotional intelligence set you apart, highlighting the weakness of their rigidity and self-centeredness. Narcissists may see their stubbornness as a sign of power, but it is a prison they have built for themselves. Meanwhile, your willingness to grow, learn, and connect authentically with others makes you the stronger, more grounded individual. It is this difference that ensures you will always stand tall, even in the face of their immovable pride. The sixth reason: they lack accountability. Dodging responsibility is an art form that narcissists have honed to perfection. They are like chameleons, adept at changing their colors and strategies to evade the consequences of their own actions. When faced with accountability, they readily employ blame-shifting tactics and even manipulate situations to cast themselves as the unfortunate victim. This allows them to reverse roles, making you, the person who was hurt, appear to be the troublemaker in the eyes of others, while they maintain the carefully curated image of perfection they work so hard to preserve. Never expect a narcissist to admit their mistakes. Even when confronted with undeniable evidence, they will deny, deflect, and hide behind the flawless mask they wear. Their image and reputation are of utmost importance to them. These are not just shields against criticism, but also keys to opportunities, power, and social acceptance. For this reason, they will never risk jeopardizing this precious asset with an apology or a genuine admission of wrongdoing. This makes them powerless against you, someone who sees through their facade and knows how to safeguard your own values. You do not get drawn into their emotional manipulation or blame games because you recognize that truth and accountability cannot be distorted by their flowery words. Instead of succumbing to their pressures, you hold your ground, refusing to let them manipulate you to protect their fragile ego. Narcissists cannot compete with you because you refuse to play by their rules. You are unaffected by their attempts to dazzle with grandiose image building or dramatic performances. Your steadfastness and ability to discern the truth are things they simply cannot handle. While they evade reality, you stand firm on a foundation of honesty and self-respect, and this is why you always rise above them, no matter how much effort they put into their manipulative schemes. The seventh reason: narcissists are pessimistic. Narcissists, despite their outward display of confidence and pride, conceal an unexpected and profound pessimism. They are like bats afraid of the light, constantly hiding in the shadows of negative thoughts and perpetual anxiety. Instead of approaching life with optimism and positivity, they magnify challenges, exaggerate risks, and often imagine the worst-case scenarios. This deeply pessimistic mindset not only affects them, but also prevents them from being a reliable emotional support system, particularly in moments when you need encouragement and reassurance. Rather than providing comfort or inspiration, narcissists inadvertently or deliberately burden you with feelings of despair and hopelessness. They paint grim pictures of the future, planting seeds of doubt and negativity in your mind, making you hesitate or second-guess your efforts. Whenever you strive to find solutions or hold on to hope, they are quick to throw cold water on your optimism with skeptical remarks or bleak assessments. Worse still, they might add unnecessary fears and anxieties, making you feel as though everything around you is spiraling out of control. However, this is precisely why narcissists cannot defeat you. You understand that life is inherently full of ups and downs, and it is a positive attitude that unlocks the path to overcoming challenges. You refuse to get caught in the whirlpool of negativity they create, recognizing that their pessimism is not a reflection of reality, but a projection of their own inner insecurities. Instead, you choose to trust in your inner strength, to nurture hope and positivity, knowing that every obstacle can be overcome with determination, resilience, and faith in a brighter future. What sets you apart and makes you superior to the narcissist is your inner fortitude. You don't need to diminish others to feel valuable, nor do you hide your weaknesses behind grandiose illusions. Instead, you embrace life authentically, facing difficulties with courage and a positive spirit. This mindset makes you a true winner, while the narcissist remains trapped in their fears and doubts, unable to break free. You are strong not because you lack fears, but because you know how to overcome them. You not only stand firm in the face of life's challenges, but also protect yourself from the negativity narcissists bring into your life. You understand that victory does not lie in comparisons or proving yourself to others, but in living true to your values with confidence. This is what makes you not just stronger, but also the true conqueror. In our journey to uncover the hidden corners of a narcissist's soul, we have peeled back the layers of pride and arrogance to reveal the mysteries beneath. The 7 reasons we've explored are just the tip of the iceberg of the conflicts and chaos they carry within themselves. But more importantly, we've come to realize that narcissists are not invincible monsters. They too have weaknesses, unhealed scars and hidden pains. And you, with your warm heart, pure soul and resilient spirit, are fully capable of defeating them through the strength that lies within you. Do not let yourself be shaken by their manipulative tricks, toxic words, or arrogant actions. Always remember that you deserve love and respect, that you have the right to freedom and happiness. Walk confidently on your own path and shine with your own light. Trust that, in the battle with narcissists, you are never alone. By your side are your loved ones, your friends, and even your own self, always ready to support and stand with you. Transform your wounds into strengths. Turn challenges into opportunities to grow and rise. And always keep in mind that you are a precious gem, deserving to shine brilliantly in this vast universe. You are strong, you are worthy, and you are destined to triumph. Because your light is not borrowed, it is your own, and no one can dim it.